Oh, there you go. Nobody knows that I'm doing this right now, so.
Can you get me out of the video, please?
We have 5 viewers. They're going to want to see you.
We're doing it live.
What is up, everybody? 23. You didn't think I'd let you go all weekend without a live session, did you? I know. Surprise, surprise. Look at all these people. You got to be kidding. Got to come back. Can't watch it now. Oh, Rakin is here. What's up, Steve Rakin and everybody else? Kate is here. She's in the corner a little bit, hiding, but she's here. You call me with our pants down. Everybody's eBay listing. Steve says he thinks I'm a robot. I'm in Tampa. We're in Tampa, Florida, about an hour outside of Orlando. Look at all these people. We already have 60 people in here, 65. Look, I'm giving everybody just a couple minutes to jump in here. Not so perfectly me as having a dilemma. Well, lay it on me. Thrifty Drea is here. I know by your last name on Instagram. I can see it. Andrea. I'm super busy building my e-commerce store. My videos will be slow for a while. Steve is building an e-commerce store. Man, that takes a little bit of ambition. I've had e-commerce stores. They are not easy to do. It's hard. I got to pick up the slack. That's crazy. Lindy Glenn is here. I saw her. Anthony's here. There's a lot of people. All you guys are here. Person claiming they did not get a package that was delivered. If it's eBay with tracking, with delivery confirmation, under $750, you're fine. If you have signature over that price, then you're good as well. You're always covered with tracking. Lindy, what is up? As a beginner to sell locally, you can always sell locally. Even us as veterans, expert people sell locally, of course. Pacific Northwest, that's Nicole's territory. Oregon or Washington? Full Charge is new. How you doing? Stone Mason is here. Everybody is here. I could say hi to all you guys, but we're already up to 100. Hialeah, Florida. Katie, Katia, is it Katia? Ruiz is about 2 hours from me. Shot glasses, Alice. I think you might have messaged me. Wrap them in newspaper and then wrap them in bubble wrap. Try to use a small box if you can keep it on a first class. If not, use an envelope, but it's dangerous. Partey. D-Smack's here for a second live video. K-Pasa, Marcus. Not a lot. Listing, working, and decided to do a live video with you guys. So using Facebook groups is a great local source. Obviously, you can sell a ton of stuff on Facebook groups, especially with the new marketplace that's been out for the last month. So $100 for a North Face jacket. Make sure you guys are keeping up on coats and jackets right now because they are selling. Patagonia, North Face, all those kind of things. It's cold. It's getting really cold up north. So Freddie J. Yvonne Flipping Easy is from Colorado. Our friend's name is Yvonne. Yeah, fill the shot glasses with newspaper. If you're going to ship them, pack them real good, roll them up, and then put them in bubble. Loretta's here. How you doing? Plenty of padding in the box. Yeah, don't let it bounce around in the box. That's what'll cause it to break. So Sam Hart's here. Remy's mommy is here. I've seen everybody. All right, if you guys have questions, shoot them over there. I'm trying to keep up with the chat, but I just figured I'd come on for like an hour. It was like, 9:30, and I didn't have anything super busy doing, so I was like, what better thing to do than go live with everybody? I'm using this mic too, so hopefully you guys can hear okay. All right, good. Hello. Oh my God. I know, it's delayed. No, there we go. Okay. Jeez. So Kate told me that the mic wasn't working, and I said yes, it was. And then I touched it to show you guys, and this thing, something must be going on with the USB on it. I don't know. Anyways. Okay, anyway, so back to what I was saying. I can't touch anything. Yeah, shot glasses, big tip. This is a huge tip for you guys. If you buy shot glasses to sell, make sure you test them. You got to make sure shot glasses work properly before you ship them out. If they're not working properly, just, no good. I know, I'm not touching this mic ever again because this thing. Do I buy things online to flip? No, I hate scrolling eBay and Amazon to try to flip from one platform to the other. It's so hard. Women's clothing, Axel, usually sells better than men's. It just depends. I know men's clothing, that's why I sell more of it, but the girls doing women's clothing always sell super good. So, yeah, make sure you got to test the shot glasses. You have to test them to make sure they work. You guys think I'm kidding. Like, you have to. You got to clean them out, test them, make sure there's no leaks, no holes in them, Not being able to use PayPal is a huge disadvantage. Amazon doesn't use PayPal, so if you can sell on Amazon, it's a good thing to get around. Corey says that he checked out your Facebook, your photographs, Facebook photography page. It's really good. So thank you, Corey. Appreciate that. I sell mugs ready to get broken into. How do you find motivation to keep listing? Because I want money. I don't want to wake up with an empty bank account. Whenever bills are due, I get more motivated. Which is right now, because the first of the month is coming in like 4 days, and I'm crazy, got crazy bills to pay. So, Joni, refresh it. If the sound is not on or not right, just refresh it. It should be okay. Best-selling ties, Jay Garcia, Tasso Elba, sells really good. The Versace tie I sold, novelty golf ties, some of that stuff. Yeah, the 3 new tag pings are good. Those are definitely so good. No FBA, new sellers until January. Correct. Yeah, for FBA sellers, you can sell it yourself, but fulfilled by merchant. But they're not taking on any new people. Tyler, clothing is tough for higher end brands like Nike, stuff like that. You can sell them within a week. If it's just something novelty, it could take weeks. I sold clothes months later because there's such a small investment. It's not really important how long it takes, just as long as your margins are really, really good. Ultimate coupon lady. Ew, going to work at this time of night? It's not good. Good luck at work. Have fun. Don't work too hard. Brioni sells good. We sold a Brioni tie. My mom actually found that. We paid like a quarter for it. My mom found it. We sold it for $29.99. Brioni ties are good. 30 ties at the outlet. That's usually what I get when I get them, 30 to 40. I don't sell iPhones anymore. I used to sell phones, but now I do iPods because they're not service related. Long story. I won't get into why I don't do it, but I don't sell phones. Yep. Fast nickel. That's what we do. We flip everything. Quick as we can. A Marlin tie. Is that the Joe Marlin tie? What ties are we talking about? Oh, Ralph Marlin ties. Yeah, I have seen those. Listing a Patagonia shirt, Georgia's, as we speak. They'll sell, man. They're selling super good right now. It's at the top of the winter clothing category under sourcing, I believe. Patagonia is like the #1 brand. I've never seen it. Lindy took your first best offer? Oh my God, how do you get through a day? I've never heard about Perla. Oh, your mom works in a live band area, so she must work in like a restaurant right A balance of Michaela Hill. If you've got no sound, just refresh the video. Shipping, if you're new to eBay, comes out of your PayPal account if you're set up with that. Otherwise, it can invoice you. It'll come out of your bank account if you want it to. Somebody just asked the balance of sourcing versus selling. I mean, I don't really ever stop sourcing, buying. I'm always buying every week. I mean, keep an eye on your capital. Make sure you're investing enough. Make sure you pay the bills. And then whatever's left over, I mean, I put as much into it as sourcing as possible. Starbucks and Disney, yeah, those are huge sellers for mugs. Thread revival, pricing, clothing, getting lowball offers. Lowball right now seems to be going around. A lot of people are getting lowball offers. I've been seeing it myself. I've been hearing it. My solution to that, instead of best offer, is price stuff higher and just run a sale. See if that helps out a little bit. Storage lockers, no. It has been many years since I bought them. I used to. I have a video all about that. But I did buy storage units back in the day. I did pretty well on some of them too. How do I break down my payments? What do you mean? What payments? Thread revival. Running a sale seems to work. Nicole does a lot of sales and seems to push a lot. If you look at her sold items, I won't give out her eBay name, but when I look at her sold items, it's typically all items she had on sale. So it definitely is a huge, huge win. Best offer is not your friend. Best offer is your friend. I love that. You know what though? Prof Sales doesn't do any best offers, and his stuff sells. So horror stories about the outlets. Yeah, I mean, if you want to fight people, but you can just go in and go about your business, and nobody will mess with you. Abdul, thank you. Kate's been sourcing quite a few times. She certainly is capable. She doesn't do too much because she's here, but maybe soon. We'll see. Merchant fulfilled better than FBA. No, I mean, if you're trying to cut labor and cut work, FBA is much better. If you're trying to save a few pennies per item, fulfilling it yourself is good, but it all depends on your bills and what you can afford to pay for. Oh, breaking down how to pay yourself. Most people invest 50% of the profits back into the company, and what's left they'll pay themselves. So if you did $2,000 in profit, they'll keep $1,000. But mine is a pass-through entity, so I just pay for everything out of the account. I pay the bills, and then whatever's left, I just keep reinvesting. I don't really have to write myself a paycheck because of how my business is set up. Illini Picker's here. What's up, buddy? Free shipping, price the item higher and put free shipping. I think that's better than doing 15 with 5 shipping. I would rather do 20 with free shipping. How do sellers make a profit on a 99-cent auction for hired item? They don't. If they're selling items for 99 cents, it's either to move inventory or build feedback. That's all they're trying to do. They're losing money on it, actually. Ryan, that's your name. Appreciate it, Ryan. Thank you. Dry turd in the back of a backpack. Ooh. A 1982 John Lennon T-shirt. That thing should be at least 15 or 20 bucks. If it's generally vintage, it's in good condition. Pat Doodles, Free People. I never heard of Free People either until I found Nicole. So, yeah, Free People is really popular. When to claim income for taxes and paying taxes. I mean, you claim income on anything that you make, but if you're not making a ton of money, your deductions will basically zero it out. I know one year we were only doing like 50,000 in sales, 40,000 in gross sales, mind you, not profit. And whatever our profit was, less our deductions, we got money back. Now, of course, I do too much in sales now, doing a couple $100,000 in sales, where it doesn't make sense. I have to report it and pay whatever. I paid last year, but I got it all the way down to just a little bit of money last year. Global shipping program is through eBay. So you will do the tab underneath the shipping section. There's a little tab. You'll click it, You'll ship to eBay's Kentucky warehouse, and then they'll forward it along to the international customer. And I imagine the international customer pays eBay for the shipping. They don't pay you. Yeah, at the outlets, just be respectful of people, kind of like Black Friday shopping. Don't elbow them, don't push them, but stand your ground. Like, don't let them just push you around. Salvation Armies typically have half-off days, so I would go on those days if you're going to start shopping. Asking for buyer feedback or feedback from your buyers. Yeah, it's okay to ask. If they don't leave feedback after a week of getting the item or 2 weeks or some reasonable amount of time, just make a pre-made, hey, I really appreciate your business. Thank you so much. If everything was fine with your item, would you please leave positive 5-star feedback? If you have any issues or any reason we don't deserve that, please contact me or reply to this message. That's usually the best way to do it. Ed Loop, that's my fiance, not my mom. My mom lives like 15 minutes away. Yeah, the cost of free shipping is definitely worth it. Abdul, the Chinese sellers are moving into the Amazon marketplace. I have a friend that's complaining about it daily. It's basically he's built a brand and his feedback and his rating. Plus, not all of the Chinese people have their stuff at Amazon's warehouse, so they can't offer the 2-day prime shipping. But the ones that have figured it out and have done it are definitely hurting the American sellers. There's no doubt about it. Lizzie, yeah, your dryer will kill bed bugs at 113 degrees, which is a typical dryer. So throw them all in the dryer. I've never encountered bed bugs. I hear people talk about it. The stuff we get is fairly good. It gets washed. So, I don't really see too much of this. I do sell a lot to international buyers. I probably get 1 order a day out of 30 that goes to Kentucky warehouse through the global shipping program. So, Timberland boots for $1 is phenomenal. I don't measure things unless people ask. If they ask, we will. I've measured quite a few things lately, actually. Salvation is striking in Kentucky. That's terrible. Flipping Motown, you got to do the global shipping program and have them purchase it through that. I don't know how. If you're not selling directly to Australia, then that's the only way you can do it. No 50% off at their Salvation Army. That sucks. Ours always has it. Everyone. Buying items in bulk is good. Just make sure you get a full list and you price it. Shipping costs to California, it just depends on the item, what it weighs. If it's going to go first class, it's between $2 and $3. If it's going priority, it can be $5.90 up to whatever its weight is. It just depends. Lars World, great question. I have a video all about it. Is it worth it to have an eBay store? Yes. Your free listings, if they run out, then you're listing enough. It's like 52 listings that you will pay more not having a store than if you have a store. Now, a lot of people don't care if they're not listing that many because the store gives you a lot of other positive things. It allows you to run sales. It allows you to categorize items. It will help you get higher search rankings. You can do a themed store to make your items look prettier. So there's a lot of advantages to having that. If you're looking strictly on the money, you have to be listing more than 52 items a month. And then it makes sense to have the store financially. Ethics gone down on resellers? No, I think a lot of resellers are generally good. It's always the new sellers that don't understand eBay or don't take the time to do the research that you're doing. They just want to list something, lie about stuff, whatever it is. All my items are available internationally. All of them. Out-of-date toner? No, I've had it returned. I wouldn't buy it. See you, Aaron. Thanks a lot for coming by, buddy. Signing up for a store, there's a link on eBay. You can Google eBay store subscription, it'll go right there. And they invoice your PayPal, so you don't have to pay, or they invoice your eBay monthly invoice, so you don't have to pay for it till the end of the month. You get 30 days from the day you sign up. Basic listings, if you mean fixed price listings, you get, with a basic store, you get, guys help me, is it $250 for free? And then it's 20 cents after that. So you get a discount on the ones after that, and your first 250 are free. You also get promotions every few months where you get some free ones. With a premium store that we have, we get 1,000 free ones because we list well over 1,000. Paul, when I was in Orlando, getting a shopping cart was just literally a pain in the butt, but like I was so lucky when I came in. There was like 3 older ladies checking out, and they all 3 had carts, and I got one. It was like 5 minutes. It was so lucky. Josh, what was your question, bud? I didn't see it. It's the chat's scrolling by. If I miss your question, I'm definitely not ignoring you. Just put it back in the chat, and I will see it because the chat is sometimes faster than I can. 250 buy it now, that's what I thought, and 250 auction. So if you get a basic store, you're going to get 250 for free right off the top. If it's brand new with a tag, should you wash it? I would hand wash it to preserve the tag or the tag. Loft, American Rag Pants. Busy Deb got a huge $5 bag sale, and she's like, J. Jill, Anteller Loft. How do you price an item? I just look up comparables on sold. Tyler, yes. Ryan in Tampa, he's actually from the next town over. Or he was. I think he moved locations. But he and I talk every once in a while. I've seen his channel. Really good seller. He buys bulk pallets. So, yeah. Texas Hustle, I've been slacking lately. I'm going to get back to it soon. If you want to be a full-time seller on eBay, how much should you list? You're going to have to get up 40 or 50 items a day. If you're doing it all day long, definitely, I hear people that are full-time, they list 10 items a day. I don't think that's full-time. That's not enough. You got to be doing 40, 50. Value Village, that's something I haven't heard of. Q1 of slow quarters. I am going to do a Q1 prep video before the end of the year. No doubt about it. You have to risk your life in the bins. I don't think you have to risk your life, but maybe. Don't hate, guys. It's just Blue Moon. New eBayers to build feedback. Sell your cheapest items. Move inventory. Don't try to profit. You can certainly buy 5 or 10 items for a couple bucks to build some feedback, but feedback is definitely important. Get your first 10 feedback as quickly as you can. Research is everything. Lindy, this is no worse than that gigantic glass of wine. To make a good living, how many listings? It's not about how many listings you have. It's about the price, the profit margin. I mean, you got to have several hundred listings to be selling consistently. So, I mean, if you don't have a few hundred items, people that have 30, 40, 50 items, it's not going to work. Not for full-time. How can I get a minimum quantity from Alibaba? Contact the seller on Alibaba. Typically, if they're looking for 1,000 minimum order, they'll let you test items out. They'll let you buy 20 or 30 test items. And you can usually talk to those guys via Skype or via WhatsApp. I had a bunch of conversations on WhatsApp. The Pound store in Texas, that's different. That's different. My listings are all 30 days. That way when they end, if they don't sell, I can sell similar and they get a new item. Buy cheap items will build your feedback. Wicked Pickers here. How you doing? Yeah, Carol, 340 items. I mean, if they're good items and you're selling consistently every day, 10 or 15 items can definitely make you an income. But, full-time means something different to everybody. It may mean 2,000 or 3,000 a month. It may mean 5,000 or 6,000 a month. It just depends how much you have to make. To sell on eBay full-time, what does it cost? If you're just paying for a store, it's $20 a month. I don't know what you mean by what does it cost. Let Go and OfferUp are not big enough around here. A little bit. I've used them a couple of times. What is a reasonable time frame to start nothing to go full time? I would say it's going to take you a year. It's definitely going to take all year. Facebook name is Casey Paris. You'll see. I don't buy VHS tapes. We have 3 people that list every day. Stop buying from China. Ashby, restrict listings? Do you mean limit you? Yes. An eBay store does not lift your listing limits. It's just a store. To get your limits lifted, you have to call eBay after you've had 30 days of sales with good history. Jennifer, some people just want an item good enough. They don't care how the pictures are taken. I totally agree. I used to do that, and now we take much better pictures. Things sell faster. A lot of watchers, but no sales. I don't know. It happens. It happens a lot. I'll get like 5 watchers on an item, and it'll end. They just never pull the trigger. Laura, start with the basic store and see how it goes, the $20 store, and then if it starts working for you and you start listing more and more and more, you'll know when it's time to jump up to the $70 premium store. Books sell best on Amazon. I don't do books. I've done a little bit of books. I did some fantasy, some Magic the Gathering books, some video game books like Resident Evil books. I paid one day like 10 or 15 bucks for a whole bunch of them. I think we sold 1 lot of the Magic the Gathering books for like 30. We did pretty good on this. Come on, $1 worth of sales. Storage fee on Amazon. You can go to Amazon's website. It just depends on your merchandise and how much you have. They break it down. For me, storing iPad cases there, they're like a penny per month. I think I got a charge for my 200 cases last month of like $1 or something. I sell mostly used clothing. I hardly ever get new. Listings for us, if you watch my listing video, I did one listing in 4 minutes and 40 seconds, call it 5 minutes. That should be a good average if you're motoring. Even 6 minutes is good. That's 10 per hour. You got to have the template. You got to have your photos. I don't sell on Etsy. I don't. I won't buy any item that's on the floor with photos. That's fair enough. Denise, we are still slacking on those. We have not sent them in. We are going to do it. I swear I'm going to get them sent in. We just had so much stuff. Because people don't understand that online e-commerce is a real job, and they don't get that people make, the money that I make, doing $20,000 or $25,000 a month in sales is very good numbers. I know compared to most people it is big. But there are guys that I follow on some of the Facebook groups that do $25,000 a day in sales. I kid you not, they're doing 3. I know a girl in California that did $145,000 in shoes this month. No joke. And this month is not over. So there are some big, big numbers. I don't think I want to know, George. $900 in toys from Mattel. Hopefully they'll make a profit. I don't sell a lot of cases on Amazon. I just sent some in there. Free shipping because they're including the price of the shipping into the item. I don't cross-post on eBay and Amazon. Hardly. Trevor is here. Trevor actually went to my Patreon account. Thank you so much, Trevor. I want to shout him out. I appreciate you going over there. I messaged you if you didn't get it. I don't know if you did or not. A business account I had from day one. If you mean a business banking account, I had it from day one. What supplies before getting an eBay store? The same supplies you would get for any eBay thing. I have an entire video on that if anybody wants to link it. All about the supplies that you need for starting. You need a scale, you need your envelopes, your poly bags, whatever you're going to sell. You need shipping paper, labels, a printer, all that stuff. I have a whole video about it. There is no separate login anymore on eBay for employees. You have to use a third-party software. It's the only way to do it, unfortunately. No, Miami reseller, you cannot use flat rate boxes to ship by weight packages. The flat rate, you are going to pay the flat rate price, period. You have to use plain boxes, or you have to use the priority boxes that don't say flat rate. They just say priority mailing box. You can't snatch flat rate boxes and use them for that. No, I don't dumpster. USPS is the cheapest company typically. It's not always the best, but it's typically the cheapest. Yep, store credit for eBay products. Having a business account on PayPal will allow you to withdraw more money. If you have a personal account, they limit how much you can do a transaction. Offer up once in a while, not in a long time actually though. It's kind of slower around here. Jada, I do cost averaging. I do track the profits though. Total amount purchased for the month, total amount sold for the month, gives you a gross profit, less all my fees, gives me a net profit. That's just how you do it. Pie or cake? Neither. I'm not a big pie or cake eater. Right? No, I don't eat a lot of pie or cake. I eat like cheesecake. I like cheesecake. Like chocolate. Or strawberry. How much startup did I start with? Not much. Years ago, I only had a couple thousand bucks. No, that is not correct, Jennifer. You owe taxes if you sell $1 profit worth of items. PayPal and eBay don't report it and don't 1099 you until you hit 20,000 or 200. That doesn't mean you don't owe taxes. Please do not think that. You do owe taxes. You have to keep track of it. You can certainly, Denise, no, that's not true. Guys, it's not true. No. Tacos. I like tacos. They asked if I like burgers or tacos better. Yeah, Lindy's completely correct. PayPal and eBay will send you a 1099 tax report and to the IRS if you make 20,000 or more, 200 transactions. That doesn't mean if you make 10,000 and 100 transactions, you don't owe taxes. You do. You absolutely do. If you make a profit on $2, you owe taxes. Guys, you got to, if you don't understand this, please consult a CPA. Don't hide the income. Taxes on a personal item, not so much. If you sell all year and then you toss up your old pair of jeans and sell them for 20 bucks, you probably don't need to pay taxes on that one item. Cost averaging your shipping, I do free shipping, so it's basically all cost average for me. You can certainly do that if you want, if it makes sense for you. Definitely. Facebook groups that you can join, there's a lot. Just search for eBay sellers and Amazon sellers on Facebook groups. You'll find a dozen of them. There's tons and tons of good ones. Yeah, you owe taxes on anything you make. I do not use GoDaddy. I use QuickBooks. Everybody has recommended GoDaddy. I'm going to look at it in December. The only reason I haven't changed to GoDaddy, I know they're cheaper, is my QuickBooks does all my payroll. It's super easy, and I don't think GoDaddy has that. So I'm not really sure I'm going to switch, but I do. But I do GoDaddy accounting? Oh. No, GoDaddy accounting. I do free shipping on basically everything else. Tom B is here. How you doing, buddy? Biggest home run on an item. People ask me this a lot. 4 or 5 years ago, maybe longer, I bought, it was longer than that, probably 6 years ago, 7 years ago. We bought a bunch of stuff from a person. We bought the Barbies. Me and Dave bought all those Barbies. Anyways, we bought a fire truck bell. It was part of this huge lot. This guy had this warehouse full of all this random merchandise. We spent like $2,000 in one day. And he had this fire truck bell. It was like, I had to pick it up like this and carry it. It was so heavy. And I think it ended up weighing like 80 pounds, 70, 80 pounds. I don't know. We paid 40 or 50 bucks for the bell. And it sold on eBay like 2 days later for $899. Oh, the storage unit with the stripper stuff? Taxes I do through QuickBooks. Everything through QuickBooks. Can an item listing be changed from new to pre-owned? Absolutely. Yeah, you can go in. Just go to edit listing and then go down to condition and change it to pre-owned. Percent of new cost of items? I don't know. I mean, usually 25% is probably close. Sometimes it's less, sometimes it's more. People that charge for their rooms, Steve's a good guy if you guys are referring to the green room. I'm sure it's super good. I don't pay for it simply because I know a lot of the stuff is geared towards beginners and intermediates. Everything that I need, I learned through Google or YouTube. I'm sure there's a ton of good information on the green room that you can learn, and it's probably worth your money, especially if you don't know a lot of that stuff. So I recommend if you need to pay for something, do it. Otherwise, I don't have anything against, Chris and Steve charging for a room. If they've got good information, it's not about what I think or what you think about people charging for stuff. It's about, is the product that's being offered, whether it's an ebook or video or a coaching series or a green room or a Facebook group, whatever it is that they're charging for, or anybody else, is it worth the money that you're paying? Did you get value out of what you spent? So I absolutely recommend any of those things. If it's worth your money, great. If it's not, Steve will be more than happy, I'm sure, if you talk to him and just be like, hey, I'm not getting anything out of the green room. And, he'll probably help you. And if he doesn't, tell him I told him to. But, I'm sure it's worth the money. And I know a lot of the content that they put out there. And Steve's a super smart guy. And I don't think he would charge you for worthless information. I promise you. I have a small office, not a warehouse. I do have a small office. What's the worst item you have bought and tried to resell? I rely on eBay organic traffic. What is the worst item you ever tried to sell? Cyber Monday game plan. Let me think about that for a minute. Cyber Monday game plan is I'm going to run a 25% off sale on my entire eBay store. I am going to mark the price up. Then I'm going to run the sale. We'll see how it works. Yeah, Amazon's better for new items. I don't know about Canadians and how well it works. I do merchant Amazon with a pro account. The $40 is well worth it. I only got a profit on a couple items to pay for. Yeah, Amazon customers don't like leaving feedback. They don't know. No, to do a sale, Trevor, you have to have an eBay store, and then they have a section called Marketing Manager. You go in and you just run a sale. Money-making niche is definitely iPods and use clothing. PJ, how you doing? Yeah, I love QuickBooks too. It is a sale. It's under Marketing Manager, and it allows you to run a sale. You select the items, you select the percentage or the amount you want to deduct, and then it runs that sale on your whole store. Definitely easy. Do watchers get a notification that you up the price, or only if you lower the price? Because what's going to happen is you're going to up the prices, and before you up them, have the sale link ready. So you can, 5 seconds after you up your prices, hit the sale, and even if they come back, they'll see that it's a lower price. Hopefully they'll get both the notifications. The Tiki torch is sold. That's awesome. I do like selling. Broken phones sell good. I do like selling lightweight items. They're easy to ship. Broken phones sell good. Barcode inventory system is totally up to you. I use just numbered bins. Everybody's seen them on my videos. So. Bulk, B-U-L-Q, is a bulk merchandise selling company. Most of their stuff is junk or it's overpriced. It's at a price that you can't make a profit. Remember, they're returned items. So some part of those returned items on pallets from bulk or second savers or whatever it is are going to be damaged and no good. You have to spend the time to test that stuff. Anything off Craigslist? Yes. A couple iPads, a couple iPods, a couple of video game collections, quite a few video games. Yeah, we've definitely bought some stuff that's on Amazon. I've been selling regularly for the last 6 years, at least. Tom, the $19.99 eBay store fee is worth it to run the sale and to categorize your items, but it's also worth it because you will get those free listings. It's $24.95 a month if you pay monthly. It's $19.99 if you sign for a year. I do not have multiple eBay ID accounts. We have one business account. We do, of course, have a personal account that we could buy and sell off of, but we don't use it for selling. Before eBay, not much. I was younger. So, I mean, I worked for my dad through high school until I graduated until I was like 20. He's in the construction business. After that, I mean, I moved to Florida when I was almost 21. So I bought and sold stuff. I worked basically one job for a very good friend who I still do business with, sort of. He owns an electronic sales business. So it's the same type of thing. All my business accounts are through Bank of America. I know a lot of people don't like them, but if you don't mess up, they're a great bank. If you have the deposits, you can get it for free checking. They're just overall a good bank. Yeah. Moving sales are good. Yeah, Trevor, I pay my fees every couple of days. Once my eBay fees get close to $100, I send it $100. I make a one-time payment, and I just keep it low. That way the it's paid, and I don't even think about the money. Sometimes if I want to do an investment, I want to use that money, because my eBay invoices can be, $2,000 a month. So I'll use that money to reinvest and keep flipping until the end of the month. Sometimes I do that. Buy Glitch and Banho to expand your eBay business. Buy more. Always be sourcing and always be listing. Make sure your listings are staying. I don't put it into other businesses. Almost everything goes into reselling. Three total. My mom part-time, Kate's sister full-time, and Kate. I do not know how to sell cars on eBay. I have no idea. I don't do sports cards either, and I don't invest in the stock market. Anybody that invests in the stock market that makes money, good for them, but too risky. That's a good point. Paying your eBay fees with a credit card is probably a good idea. You get points back and you can float it for 30 years. Most of my ties sell for between $7 and $10. Every once in a while, I'll get one that sells for 12 or 15. No, I do not retail arbitrage. I'm glad somebody asked. I believe retail arbitrage is garbage. I believe it's terrible, and I believe it's over, and I believe anyone that does it and relies on it for a business is stupid. Sorry to call you stupid if you do retail arbitrage. I hate retail arbitrage. I have walked into Goodwill or into Walmarts, into dollar stores, into Targets, into Ross, into Marshalls. I've scanned and scanned and scanned, and I can tell you in 100 visits, I've found one item. I don't know how people do it. I don't know how they find stuff. It blows my mind. Maybe I'm just really bad at it. And the other thing is they're like, oh, it's Christmas time. I'm going to buy this item for $50 and sell for $200. Awesome. What are you going to do in January? Oh, you're not going to have a business. Sorry. I'll tell you how I really feel about retail arbitrage. I am a hater. Lindy, I need to have – Lindy's supposed to have me over on her channel. And I'll tell you what, I will talk about retail arbitrage with you until the cows go home. I don't even know how people find – the girl that I just mentioned in California that's doing $140,000, I'm not going to put her name out there. She's in one of my groups. She is all retail arbitrage. She buys from a retail shoe store where she lives, and they walk in and spend like $2,000, $3,000, $4,000 at a time, and they ship it to Amazon FBA. They're ungated for shoes, which is crazy because they're brand new, and they send some on eBay. She did $140,000 on eBay in October. I don't understand it. I'm not talking about Trump as president or anybody else as president, so please don't ask political things. Retail arbitrage just means you go into a retail store and you buy an item that's underpriced to resell on Amazon or eBay at a profit. Your monthly fee for Amazon gets billed to the invoice that you pay at the end of every month. I wish I knew how you guys did retail arbitrage. I feel like Florida, as lucky as we are to have as many stores as we have, is such a thrift state. Like, there are no Free People new high-end designer merchandise. There is no good retail arbitrage. There's none of this crap that everybody else gets. We are like a thrift state. I'm talking Goodwill, Salvation Army, take it or leave it. Jordan, I've answered this question 3 times for you, buddy. I have 3 people that work for me. You can use your own box for priority, absolutely. Northwest Florida. That is the Panhandle, Tallahassee, Pensacola, Destin. We do not have Five Belows. Marshalls, I can't find anything in Marshalls. I never get anything in Marshalls. We have 2 of them within like 15 minutes ago. Florida has old people. It's true, they do. There's a lot of antiques. When you think Florida, think tons of antique shops. I know where their 3 are, right down the street from us. Do you know Rockstar Hustler or eBay Kirk? I don't. I've seen Rockstar Hustler's videos. I don't know him though. Plant City in Orlando. Orlando's an hour, but Plant City's only like 15 minutes away. eBay Kirk in Orlando? No, I've never met him. How much money for an account to cover shipping? It depends on how many items you're shipping at. Assume $3 to $4 per item at least, and then multiply that times how many items you have. The DSW shoe store. She gave me the name of the store she's shopping at. I'm not going to give it out because I don't want to cause her any problems. The girl did $140,000 in sales last month, so she knows what she's doing. No, I'm not getting a new car. I'm going to get it fixed. I'm scheduled to go in next week. I can't go in this coming week because I have a car show Saturday or Sunday, and I'm going to Daytona on Saturday, so I'm going to have the car fixed the week after because they're going to need it for a couple of days. And I don't want to give it to them, and then it ends up being longer, and then I don't have the car. Somebody in an eBay group on Facebook did $140,000 in sales. I'm not going to give out her information. Don't ask, please. But she did it on retail arbitrage shoes in California. It's crazy. No new car. A routine for my shopping? No, not really a routine. I typically, if I'm going to the bin store, I go in the morning, and then I go to Salvation Army every Wednesday. That's half off day. Pretty much that's the routine. It's not broken. Piece of the weather stripping started to peel back. It's not broken. Kate can't be on my channel. She's over there talking crap about it. Storing clothing, TD Paul. I have a video about storage for like the bins. I basically just letter my bins. Like I have bin A, bin B, bin C, and then we fill bin A with 20 shirts, and they get an A at the end of their description or their title or their SKU line, and then you can after you sell the item, it says A, you go right to A and put it in. Trevor, you're welcome. Thank you so much. Not the weather stripping. Lindy, you don't understand. It's where the door folds up, the weather stripping is coming out. So every time we open the passenger door, it's pinching it. If that gets in there and I'm driving and it rains, I could be in big trouble. Jada, thank you so much. I appreciate that. As long as my trunk works, you're absolutely right. Yes, Joshua Leon, this girl did $140,000 in 31 days on eBay. Shoes, all shoes, and I don't understand it. I mean, I know what she's buying. She definitely told me what she's buying. She told me where she buys it because she knows I live not anywhere close to her, but it's insane. And I know what her monthly purchasing is. Her purchasing is less than 30%. So she's only at maybe 50,000 max in purchasing. Not even. It's like 45. And she only has her husband, and 2 employees. Yeah, she has the screenshots of 140,000. I didn't do it. They're in the group in Facebook, but I'm not going to give her information. I saw the screenshots. I saw both of her accounts. I went to her completed listing. She did 140,000. There's no doubt. I have never gone to that nationwide yard sale. My grandmother and aunt travel the country, though, and they have gone to it, and they actually came here to Florida when they were done, and I would love to do it one time. I didn't break it. All right, so what happened to the car was when I got it, I had custom graphics done down the sides, like that run up the windows, and I can tell that in this one spot that he must have peeled that back too hard, and over time it's just no minivan. I don't have a Facebook group. I have one, but I haven't actually created it. Just go to Facebook and look up groups, eBay sellers and Amazon sellers. You'll find it. Yes, 140,000 in 1 month doing RA on eBay, which blows my mind. Sharon, antiques, you're going to need to look up comparables or get somebody in the antique business. If there's an antique shop near you, they're going to try to make a profit off you, but I would recommend getting a little advice. Never, Tyler. Never. Women's shoes, I think it's women's and men's shoes because she was saying she was selling boots. It could have been all women's boots, but I think she sells boots. Yes, Lindy. I'll message you, Lindy, but 140,000 in 1 month, 31 days. 30, and I think the month before was like 120,000, and I think they were talking about doing like 175 for December. So, whew. Nothing happened to the I-8. A piece of weather stripping is coming. I put a picture of it on Instagram. If I could take the camera, it's connected. If I could take it, I'd show you. We have close to 1,900 eBay listings and like 1,200 Amazon. Oh, for her 140,000. I think she had close to 3,000 eBay listings, if I remember right. I have to look. But her average sale price is around $40. She's buying brand new shoes. Brand new shoes. I doubt that VHS is worth listing. Under Armour sells good, if that's what you're asking. Duct tape would fix the car. I thought about getting Gorilla Glue because it's literally just a piece of weather stripping. I think I could like add a little bead of weather glue and just press it, but the car's covered. Yeah, some people spend 3 or 4 to make 5,000. This girl spends, 50,000 to make 150,000. It's ridiculous. But I can tell you that's her gross profit on sale. She's probably at like 80 to 100,000. Remember, she's going to lose 11% in eBay fees, so she's losing another 15,000 in fees. She's also losing another, 5 to 10,000 in shipping because she does free shipping. She's probably losing, $30,000 worth of fees and shipping off her 150 or off her 140. So she's down to 110 minus the 50 she spent is down to 60,000 minus all of her employees, and she has a building. So say another 10 or 15,000. She's probably only net profiting about 40, 45,000, but only 40, 45,000 a month pre-tax. So you have to keep that in mind. Yeah, 50,000 is a lot to lay out. You're talking about $1,500 a day. I mean, that's a huge amount of purchase. Huge, huge purchase. Jet, she's a seller on eBay that I met in one of the groups. I don't really feel comfortable giving her name out. I don't want her to get blown up, but she's one of the biggest sellers in one of the groups. She did 145,000 sales. I'm not duct taping it. I'm not duct taping the IA. Joe State is here. What's up, Joe? I do use a listing template. I have several templates pre-saved, and I also have one on my phone that I copy and paste. Oh, Nicole's here. It's actually Nicole. It's not Joe. She logged into Joe's. I've never sold cassette tapes, no. Nicole's here. But she's on Joe's account, so no one knew this. Some Disney VHSs will sell. What are we talking about tonight? Nicole, whatever we want to talk about. It's fake Joe. The Completely app is awesome. If you don't own that, go to the App Store, type in Completely. It is like, what is it, $7? Is that what we paid for it? $7? I don't know. $7, and you can check out people's solds without going to their store. Hatch toys I hate. Please don't talk to me about hatch animals. I think they're hatch animals. They're an animal.
I want one.
I did break. Fine, I broke the idea. We don't need a hatch animal. Who wants a toy that you have to wait?
I need to buy one for a Christmas present.
Yeah, we need one.
If anybody has a cheap one.
Sales this weekend, phenomenal. Well, yesterday's sales were great. We did 800 yesterday, or 900, something. It's like 8 and change. And then today, I'd have to look at today's sales. I think we're having a slow day today. Give me a second. I'll tell you what sales are today. Yesterday was like 825, I believe. Today's sales are only at 350. We do the listing on our phone, so I do watch other people's eBay or YouTube channels. I do all the time. International shipping through global shipping program only. Nicole, how are your guys' sales this week? Well, since yesterday, today and yesterday. Thank you, Ben. I appreciate it. Nicole, are you still? When are you going home, Nicole? Are you on your way home, or did you guys already go? How was the trip? I can't remember when you said you guys were going back. 1,300 yesterday and 700 today. Wow, $2,000. I'm only at like 1,300. What was yesterday's clothing sales, or did you have some big ticket items? Did you have like Hatchimals or NESs or something? Oh, just got to the office. I can't even tell you what most of our sales were. I didn't even really. I mean, we sold normal electronics. We sold quite a few pieces of clothing. 50% off the store. Whoa, that was super good. 7,000, 8,000 followers on Instagram to do that. That's phenomenal. Pretty good. I shopped at Salvation Army, Nicole. Here, it was half off the whole store, so we did a little bit of shopping. Sell my eBay store? I can't imagine I'll ever sell my eBay business. Who got an iPhone 7 for $80? I just saw that. How do you get an iPhone 7 for $80? The Free People poncho. I don't even get to see Free People stuff. Nicole, how many orders did you have to do 1,300? Yep, one half of the wrecking crew is here. We did not get a good deal on the dog. The dog is 3 years old, and the dog cost me like, I think like $1,200. Chewy's under the bed. He's sleeping. What is Cassini? PJ Jones, what is Cassini? Oh, there he goes. Oh, Chewy just came out from under the bed and Roscoe's going next. Oh, God, Lindy. The corgi. That's gas. Borrow the BMW anytime you want. Just please don't bring it back. I never want to pay for it. Yeah, this dog was worth every penny. He was free. He was rescued, so he's worth every penny. Right, Chewy? This one doesn't get gas. Oh, in the eBay search engine? Yeah, having a store does help. I don't watch Star Chamber. What is that? 70 items, a few big ones. What were the big items, Nicole, that sold? I had a couple $50 items that sold. Nothing's huge. I think Nicole has like 600 listings on eBay. I don't know what she has on Poshmark. This is the record. Entire record. If you think an i8 is only stick. No, an i8 is automatic car. It's automatic, but you can switch it over to manual. I don't sell on Poshmark yet. I am signed up, but I don't sell on it. That Maximara coat for 120 was a great sale. 6x6 mugs you can buy at Walmart or eBay. Zero feedback. Do some purchasing. Make some, buy some items, and you'll do it. Getting dogs helps in the resale game? No, they're distracting. Oh, some guy asked if it was only a stick. No, i8's not only a stick. Oh, God. She's getting them wound up. Arizona Vegan, thanks so much. Bonafide's a great guy. I got to get him on my channel. Broken game system and iPods, I source on Craigslist, I source from pawn shops, I source from Facebook groups. I know a few people that own stores that I regularly. I have built a big network. If you can find a niche and build a network, it'll definitely help you get an extra 10 or 15 items a week. Pawn shops are great for me. I source a lot of pawn shops. I would love to have Bonafide on the show, but he's usually busy, so I'm going to try a lot. Pawn shops are greedy. You got to build a reputation. No, transitioning into full-time employees is not hard. Nicole knows about that. If you want to store stuff, get bins, label the bins, and pre-package your items or put them in the bins. There's a 1,000 ways to do storage for inventory. The way that I do it may not work for somebody else. No, I'm in touch with Bonafide, with Chris and Steve. I'm going to talk to him. He's usually busy, though, so I got to get a good schedule for Chris. Wow, we have already been on for an hour. Jeez. No, I don't sell on Etsy. I've never sold on Etsy. I think we're going to get back. We have a pile of stuff that I wanted to list tonight. I think I'm going to go back to listing. I think the first thing I'm going to sell tonight is this stupid thing. I paid like $50. I had it over a year, but it just works and it feels like nothing. Anyways, no, I'm not in the green room. Oh, there's Nicole. She changed accounts. I was wondering where she went. You gonna jump in the dumpster, Lindy, for free stuff? If it was on top, maybe, but I'm not gonna dive through a dumpster. Bonafide was in Colorado. I don't know if he's back yet, but he was in Colorado. So. Won't sell the Frosty. I'm going to make it work. I'm going to do some more testing with it. Anyways, we're going to do some more live shows when Nicole's back. So I'll message her next week. We'll be over on Nicole's channel, and then we'll do a live show over there. I don't know when she wants to do it. Maybe Thursday, maybe Tuesday. I don't know. Joe won't let you go in the dumpsters. Toss him in the dumpster. Not literally, but you know what I mean. He's a big guy. He's a big guy. He can reach. Yeah, so next week, hopefully I can jump over on Nicole's channel. That'll give me another week to plan to try to get in touch with Chris the Bonafide. We'll see. Nicole's channel is, just type in Nicole State, S-T-A-T-E, and you'll find her on YouTube. Just search right up at the top of the YouTube window. If Nicole, it won't let you link in the chat, I don't think. You'll find her. It's pretty easy. It's Nicole State. Just search for that. But we'll plan next week. That gives us this weekend and next week to get ready. I'll talk to her. I'll message her. We'll get it together. I know you guys want to see that. It'll be over on her channel. So the night before, whatever, I'll link to you guys. I'll link directly to her channel. So, yeah. Lindy, yeah, if you want to get on. Yeah, when I jump, I'm going to jump off here in just a couple minutes. Nicole's going to go live if you want to jump over to her channel. If you don't know how to find it, just go in the YouTube search button for that. I appreciate you guys coming on, even though I didn't tell anybody. We got to almost 200 viewers, so it's awesome. Before you leave, if you could press the like button, that would mean a lot to me. I really, really appreciate that. Yeah, Nicole's, I guess, getting on in just a few minutes. So if you guys want to go check out her channel, jump off of mine and jump onto hers. Thrifty Truckers, all one word. Make sure if you want to jump over to that channel as well and subscribe. But Nicole's going to go live, so get with her, and then I will plan next week to be on her channel someday. We'll figure out the day and time and let you guys know. Thanks so much for spending your Saturday night with us, and I'll be back tomorrow with another video for you guys, maybe 2 videos. And have a wonderful rest of your weekend. Go check Nicole and Joe out. Have a wonderful, guys. Thanks, Nicole, for being on here, and Lindy and Jet and everybody else that's here. Make sure to hit the like button. Whoa, we just got like 40 likes, so thank you guys. And I will let everybody go for the evening. Thank you guys so much. Love you.